2024, just down on Undercliff Drive in the Isle of Wight Undercliff, St Lawrence. Just checking out this little scrappy bit of woodland on the side of the road here. I'm going to walk along here and see if there's anything in the gardens. So this is the closed road that was closed off after a landslip probably about a decade ago. It was an A road and now it's just a really peaceful walk, and it will never reopen because of the lack of stability of the ground, basically. Lots of ground movement down here, but it means you've got a lovely peaceful road that you can walk along through this lovely habitat, and the sea is about a couple of 100 metres over that way south. And just seeing if I can encounter a tit flock, really. Maybe a dusky warbler scratching around in this verge, you never know. Can't hear any at the moment. Surprise, surprise. Let's walk along a little bit, see if we can find a tit flock. Tell me in the comments section if you've ever visited this bit of the Isle of Wight, the Undercliff. It's kind of the southeast coastline between Bonchurch in the east and St Catherine's Point and Blackgang in the west. Great spotted woodpecker calling. Loads of green woodpeckers here. It's just amazing in spring with all the green and great spotted woodpeckers marking out their territories, drumming and yaffling and choking like that one is. There's a good dead ash there with loads and loads of holes hammered into it, chiselled in. Just about see the sea through the canopies. Just on this side is the inner cliff face, so sheer cliff leading up to kind of proper ground level on the island. This is just a big shelf, south-facing shelf, an undercliff. There's the inner cliff which shelters us from northerly winds, so it's very, very warm down here. Well, relatively. If the sun comes out, it really will be warm, even though it's late November. Once again, goldcrests have been incredibly rare this autumn in the Undercliff. Had more firecrests than goldcrests. That's been fairly typical the last few years. Not sure why, they used to be really common. Here comes one of the very few cars coming along here. Obviously people still live along here, so you still get the odd car coming up and down. It's stopped behind me, I think. Nice yew tree up there, good for firecrest. Better view of the sea. There's the inner cliff face, a nice view of it. I'm going to turn back now because I want a cup of coffee. If you carry on walking along that road, you'll come to St Catherine's Point, the Buddle Inn before that. So you can grab a pint or a cup of coffee at the Buddle Inn in Knighton and then drop down into St Catherine's Point. So obviously you can drive along here and just park anywhere along here really, if you want to walk. No tit flock, no crests of any sort so far. Had a few yellow browds down here over the years and one Pallas's warbler. I think if it was covered a lot more rigorously sort of thing, there'd be a few more bits and pieces found down here. Obviously a little way along I found a rose-breasted grosbeak one autumn, well 1995, so that was a long time ago, 2024 now. That was in the Botanical Gardens, or Botanic Gardens, just that way, Ventnor Botanic Gardens. Last day of October 1995. So if you're into birding and you want to pioneer a new area, this would be a good option. The southeast coastline of the Isle of Wight. Be a good place to start bird ringing as well if you're a ringer. Plenty of bits of shrubby habitat down along the sea cliff there. Need to get permission from one of the couple of landowners along here, but that wouldn't be too difficult. There's a farmer that's very friendly. Anyway, do subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I've written a little booklet, well, two little booklets, one on the wildlife of this area and one on bird watching in this area. So there's a link to those in the description. And I'll put a little video clip probably at the end of this video showing you those little booklets. In the meantime, I'm going to go and get a coffee and do some work, I think. Heading back to Dorset later to carry on working on a rewilding project near Dorchester. All good fun.